So we have phone calls from prison who graced us with some more phone calls with Wade Wilson and Kelly. But sometimes I swear to God, I feel like phone calls from prison is looking at my notes like she knows what I'm about to post because this call coincides so perfectly with the emails that we are about to read today. Now, today, we're going to give you a little sneak preview. Today is the day where Jesse and Wade Wilson completely fall out over text. Things like the bar card aren't working. He doesn't believe that she's actually real. He thinks he's being scammed. All of these messages coincide perfectly with the phone call where he's contemplating with Kelly. He's like, "Do you think this is real? I don't know if it's real. Maybe she likes me. Maybe she's just into me. Maybe she's actually a lawyer, but she likes me." Thoughts are going through his head. He's not sure because, a famous saying says if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And damn it, that's what happened this time. So we start the day off with our wonderful billionaire Ari. Now, of course, technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. So Ari is using Jesse's peasant account, someone who makes under $30,000 a year. She's using Jesse's peasant account to communicate with Wade Wilson because, sometimes billionaires have to go through in unconventional means every once in a while. So anyways, so we have Jesse slash Ari. She says, "I was on hold for 30 minutes. I missed my workout, LOL. But they said I had to read you in order to talk to you. Are you calling at 1 p.m.? Wade Wilson responds to Jesse, "Can you add beneath your name and bar card? Also, I have something at 1, so I will need to push that back." Now, I want you guys to notice something from the beginning of these messages. It says reference, it shows a number. It says from Wade Wilson to Jesse, sent at a particular time, 12:59 p.m. And then the main thing you need to focus on is status. It says recipient read. Okay? So we need to pay attention to status every time these messages go through. It says recipient read, so Wade Wilson saw it. Perfect. Let's continue. Wade Wilson also says, "You told Barry that I was talking sexually to you and to drop it?" Jesse responds, "I tried. He said it has to be approved. They have to contact the bar association and it's the weekend." Jesse responds again. She says, "No, I didn't. I told him to drop it because you accused me of not being myself. And I told him I didn't want to deal with the drama. I said we were flirting with one another and I crossed a line. But I just texted him and told him everything was back on and we would move forward, and he was fine with that. Should I tell him that we are no longer on? Can you call me so I can explain?" I mean, doesn't that have something to do with conflict of interest at the end of the day? You admitted to liking this man on a public service through another person's email. Let's just think about that. You, the billion-dollar lawyer who should know this by now, admitted to a conflict of interest through another person's email to a convict. That's like 3 times removed. That means you have Wade Wilson knowing that. You have this random person, Jesse, whose account that you used. She knows that. And also Barry knows that. Throw the whole trial away. This one sentence, this one email from Jesse can destroy the entire case that they supposedly would have for Wade Wilson. It's a conflict of interest. Your Honor, Ari wants to fuck Wade Wilson. I don't think she should represent him. I don't think that would be a good idea, Your Honor. Jesse also responds to Wade again. It says, "Are you calling or not?" Jesse again, "You calling or not?" Jesse again, "You calling or not?" Jesse one more time. "I guess you're not calling, Bye. So let's go over this. Classroom, let's go over the exhibit that we were given. You know what I'm saying? 1:06 p.m. You calling or not? 1:13 p.m. You calling or not? 1:13 p.m. within the same minute. You calling or not? 1:13 p.m. within the same goddamn minute. I guess you're not calling. Bye. Now, listen, I'm no billionaire. I'm no millionaire. I'm barely a thousandaire. I'm barely a thousandaire, okay? With the help of you guys. I love you guys. You guys are the shit. Thank you for 42,000 subscribers. I'm barely a thousandaire. I don't have time to be triple texting someone within the hour. In what reality does a billionaire have time to be triple texting someone within the same minute? 1:13, are you calling? 1:13, are you calling? I guess you're not calling. Bye. Just saying, but let's move on. Jessie messages again at 1:17, so thank God she took a 3-minute break. A 3-minute break. Let's continue though. If you aren't calling back, it's fine, but I need to let Barry know if we're still on or not. It's rude to interrupt people's schedules for drama that shouldn't even be existing. So if you could kindly let me know. I thought it was bye. I thought you were going over to your mansion over in Dubai. You still care about him? That's sweet. That's noble. Jessie responds again. She says, I'll take your lack of response as we aren't on. I'll let Barry and Peter know. Take care. Lord have mercy. Wade Wilson finally responds to Jessie and he says, you could let Barry and Peter know that we are still on. Yes, of course. I'm involved with something at the moment. Jessie responds to Wade immediately. Look, Jessie responds at 1:29. If you back it up, Wade Wilson responded to her 15 messages at 1:29. So what is this telling you? One, I think it's a dude to be 100% with you. I don't know one female that is this thirsty. I've never met a female as thirsty as this. It feels like a dude. The way she's typing immediately, I don't know. That's just me. But anyway, she goes on to respond. She says, if I tell them we are off again, they aren't going to come back to the case. So what's the deal, bro? Like, how dare you ignore me and put me on hold? LOL. LOL. Please take your schizophrenia medication. I feel like a lot of people just don't want to take their meds. Like, look, it's good for you. Take your medication. Eat them up. Eat the Skittles. Come on. Come on, Ari. Eat your medication. A lot of people are off their meds in this world. You need to take that shit. Jessie responds, okay, when are you calling me? What are you involved in? Jessie responds again. Publicist reached out to me a moment and said she would handle your PR. Then we have Wade Wilson. He responds, just handling some calls that are super important to me personally with some of my other affairs. But we will talk soon. Remember, call you, say hello, then don't talk. You know what to do. So Ari, who is messaging through Jessie's account to contact Wade, also has to have some type of code language to contact Wade Wilson so that the calls don't get blocked. We're doing all of this. But I have 3 Bugattis. And we're doing all of this. You got me fucked up. Please. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to something right here. Wade Wilson responds to Jessie, but it says, staff rejected. And this is where the echo chamber begins. This is where the insanity begins. Because from this point forward, from this point where it says staff rejected, for some reason, the jail is blocking all communications. And I think it's because he had said something to a guard where they misinterpreted it as a threat, according to him, right? So there's no more communication. He's on punishment. But that's not going to stop the ladies. That won't stop the hybristophilia. They're going to continue communicating with themselves. And that's why the whole episode is called The Echo Chamber. Let's continue. Jesse responds to Wade. They deleted and opened my account again. What time are you calling? Staff rejected. Wade Wilson then responds to Janet. And if you guys don't know Janet, go to my older videos. Janet is just a rich dumbass. Somebody with a lot of money who's fucking stupid. Wade Wilson says, "Hey, Janet, when can you speak with my official page and people? They can explain to you more and what's going on right now." Staff rejected. Janet responds to Wade. At this point in time, everybody is talking to themselves. I just want you to keep that in mind. Everyone is speaking to themselves. That shows the level of lunacy that we've entered. Janet responds to Wade. Just wanted to check in and see how your day was going. XOXO. Staff rejected. Jessie then contacts Wade. She says, "Your fiancé contacted Chris to say that I'm not me again. Look, I'm bowing out. I'm done with this bullshit. Wade, don't worry. I won't tell her how you proposed to me and said you love me and shit. You're something else. Enjoy prison." So the second someone has a question about your credentials, it's fuck you, right? That's how the billion-dollar lawyers, they roll. If you have any questions to ask them, fuck you. So Jesse's pretty much out. And it's funny that the message doesn't even go through. So even Jessie/Ari is speaking to herself. And then we have poor Vivian, who comes back into the picture. Now, if you guys don't remember, in the last video, Vivian and Wade Wilson were completely done for like the third time in a row. But you know, she loves herself a good tragic romantic novel. She's always ready to come back for a new storyline. So Vivian contacts Wade once again. You know, I had to throw her in here real quick. But she says, "I wanted to tell you that no matter what, you can contact me at any time. I'll leave my numbers activated. I know that I've caused you a lot of stress in the past few weeks. Even though that you have other things on your mind, you're fighting for your life. I'm sorry I've made it so difficult for you. I don't know what to say except that I am truly sorry. You will always have a place in my heart. I love you. Even if it should be over, you have someone new. Whatever. You will stay in my heart forever. Thank you for 2 months. I will miss you and everything we had, especially the one thing. Your Vivian." Now, I don't know what that one thing was, but all I could say is that I imagine that it had something to do with feces. That one special thing they had together was probably brown. But anyways, that got rejected as well. Staff rejected. Vivian responds again. "I'm sorry for everything. I will love you forever, no matter what. If you should be in prison and you get in touch, Viv redacted is my email that is always active. And I definitely keep number 239. You always are in my thoughts." So Wade Wilson responds as if he saw the message, but he didn't see shit because everything is blocked. He's just talking to himself. He tells Vivian, "I love you." And they're blocking all messages. And they set me up to be in trouble to try justifying sleeping me from using the phone. I would never ignore you, babe. Things here will be done soon, and I'll be going to West Palm. I love you so much. Keep in mind, no communication. They're all talking to themselves. Every single person here is talking to themselves. So Vivian messages again, you know, of course. She says, It's really not fair. We're doing absolutely nothing. I just want to talk to you and save our relationship. And we can't do anything. You won't even let our messages go through now? I don't know if you will ever read this message. I hope so. Whatever is going on, I want you to know that I love you, Wade. There's nothing they can do about that. They can keep me away from you and try to punish us for whatever, but they can't make me forget you, love you less, or stop fighting. I love you, no matter what. And this is my favorite part of the entire Vivian Wade Wilson messages, because she completely has a full breakdown. She doesn't have any messages back. She's not getting any responses. This is probably her 10th message where it says staff rejected. So she has a plea to the staff. Let's hear what she has to say. If anyone is reading this, please deliver this message to Wade. I really just want to talk to him. I'm doing absolutely nothing. We're having a hard enough time at the moment, and Wade in particular. Please don't just delete the messages. We stick to the rules. There's never been any trouble. I've never done anything, and neither has he. I just want to save this relationship. I love you. I hope you are doing okay. So she's messaging the guards, and at the same time, she's telling Wade she loves him. She's off the meds, folks. She's off the meds. And that's pretty much the last we hear of Vivian. I hope she's doing good, because, life moves on. But the way Vivian is talking, I don't know if she's a troll or if she really is going through some deep trials and tribulations. And she thought Wade Wilson was going to be the one to deliver her from those trials. No. What you need is God. You need something. It's not Wade Wilson. That's the craziest thing. But anyway, she pleads and begs to the guards. She has her whole breakdown. And that's pretty much the end of it. Because from there on, I think he's on super restriction. They barely let him use the phone. I think it's like once a week. And they cut all his email communications. Man, one thing I could say about these messages is that you really need to look at yourself and better yourself, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you really hunker down and really clamp down on somebody as your identity or as somebody who makes you yourself, you're gonna crash and burn every single time. You have people like Vivian out here. It kind of feels like Wade Wilson and being in a relationship with Wade Wilson is her whole identity. So imagine what her identity was before she even knew about Wade Wilson. She was probably getting manipulated by somebody else. She was probably getting bullied by other people. It's just a continuous cycle. You need to find worth within yourself, man, because all of these people are living through Wade Wilson. And there's a lot of honorable mentions. There's a lot of people. Again, I'm clipping through these messages, but as he talks to Vivian, as he talks to Jesse or Ari, as he talks to Jeanette, there's 5, 6, 7, 8 other people talking to him. And it's sad. It's like, damn, you really put that much worth into that person to bring worth out of yourself. It's crazy. But anyways, people, let me know if you guys want to hear some more emails with the Wade Wilson situation, because again, like I said, there's a lot of other people. But you guys let me know. Until then, I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for coming out. I love y'all. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.